Hello guys and welcome to DA channel. Today I will show you the second best knife in the world and actually best knife in the world. So let's start with the second best knife in the world. As you can see, this is Mora Companion version stainless. And of course, this is a budget blade. It costed me around 20 bucks including shipment. The blade length is around 100 millimeters and overall length is around 215 millimeters. The blade thickness is about 2.5 millimeters, and it is a Scandi grinded blade made out of a 12C27 Sandvik steel. It is a very nice, very good steel. It is steel purposely made by Sandvik for knives, and it is 0.6% of carbon and 13.5% of a chromium. It is very nice, very easy to sharpen. It takes a solid edge and very good, very good. Pretty resilient, not as some new super steels, but very good for a all-around use, all-around purposes. Very good. Ergonomy is great. The knife has a very nice handle, very good grip. This is some kind of a rubber around this plastic material, and sheet also, plastic, nice sheet. The pro features of this knife, all, of course, price. It's very cheap. I don't know if you can find any better knife for this price, because under 20 bucks it is for a good quality knife. I tried several cheaper knives for everyday use and they are not even close with the quality like these knives. Also not this one, but any Mora knife. Material, as I mentioned, this kind of stainless steel is very good and it is good for maintenance. I like a carbon steels, but for everyday use and for this some utility knife, it is a pain, because you always have to think about it, to clean it with your cloth, to put some oil on it, or it is going to rust. And if you neglect it and leave it somewhere, let's say in your truck, or as I do in my truck or in my tractor or in my workshop, so it is going and it stays there for several months, and afterwards it is going to be very ugly. It is okay, it's not a problem that it is ugly, but you have to clean it very good before you start cutting your food with it. And this is some of the main purposes of this knife, is for me to prepare some snack for me when I am out in the field or on work. And when I found, let's say I'm walking around my property and found an apple, I want to clean it and to peel it. I use this knife for those kind of things. So if it is a rusty, it's no good. So this steel is simple stainless steel, easy to sharpen. So it's fast sharpening, just few strokes on your stone and or on a strop, and it is razor sharp again. And so it is a little bit, of course, when something is easy to sharp, it's easy to get dull, but not as much. It loses edge for some time, but it is easy to sharp. So it takes a little time to sharpen it again, and you always have a sharp knife. Unlikely the some of these new super steels that are very very hard and they take a long time to sharpen. Also, one of the very good features is this sheet that is very nice. It has this clip that you can put on your belt without unbuckling it. Put on the side of your pocket, your front or back pocket, whatever is convenient for you, on your shirt pocket even. So very nice, and it has this hook here, so it cannot fall off your belt easy. It never happened to me, so I suppose it is more or less. And so also for the maintenance, you can wash it under the water. It has this draining hole here, so if you are under some, I don't know, rainy conditions or something like that, you got all wet, after some time the water would drain from this sheet by itself. So that is one of the very nice features of this sheet. Also, it takes a good, holds knife very good, because it is almost impossible to, I suppose for some time it is going to get loose, but now it is new, it is very good, and it stays like that for sometimes for years. This knife is not very resilient for some hard works. Let's say for to use it like a prey bar. I don't recommend using any knife like a prey bar, but there are people that like those kind of things, so this is not for that. So, and I don't know, so hundreds of tests on the internet, because I suppose it is interesting for people to plunge the knife in the wood and then try to break it. Of course it is possible, it's not a big problem, but as I said, I don't think the knives are intended for that. Also, it's not for buttoning. You can do it. I prepared the kindling 1,000 times with this knife on a softer wood, and you are choosing the wood that has a grain that is suitable for that kind of thing. So it is for a light buttoning, it's not a problem. But for splitting the hard wood, of course, this blade is not intended for that. Also, I think that my opinion is that knife shouldn't be used for splitting the wood axis. For splitting the wood, knife is for carving and cutting, but that's just me. It is a little bit softer steel, so these knives usually, when I was measuring them, this one is brand new. I haven't had time to measure the hardness, but when I was measuring it, they're average around 57 Rockwells. So it's not bad. Now, nowadays, people are chasing some 65, 66, 67 Rockwells. For me, it is a pain to sharp. This one is good, but it could be a little bit harder. Also, the sheet, after several years, if you don't lose it before that, this starts to get a little bit loose. Not too much, but it is not going to be this good. So, my opinion, my advice is to take, if you are using it for some long walks in the woods or in the mountain, to take some kind of elastic band and put it over here. So you can, it could help you secure your blade even more, And when you are at the camp or campsite, or you are starting using it, just remove the bend over here, and you can use your blade normally. And afterwards, when you're again on the trail, just put it around it, so it is going to be secured much more. So my conclusion, of course, I have I have had over the time, I don't know how many of these knives, these and similars. This, I think, is the successor of Mora Clipper, also a great knife, very nice knife. So this is, for my opinion, this is a great knife for a beginner, because it is easy to learn how to sharpen a knife because of the Scandi grade. But about the sharpening, it is going to be, I will speak more about the sharpening in some of my next videos. And also, this is good knife as an all-arounder to hang on your belt or your pocket every day when if you are living on a countryside like I do. So you're using it every day. And also, I have one of these in my kitchen, one of these in my tractor, one of these in my car, and in my workshop. I don't know how many I have. So when I'm not carrying exactly this one, I have one of them whenever I need it. So I think that is the good thing, because it is cheap, so you can have several of these. And now, actually, the best knife in the world. So, if you are interested in comparison of these two knives and some more explanation why I think this is the better knife than this one, there is a link to the video in the description below, so check it. And also, because this is my first video, and if you want to see some more interesting equipment and some how-tos and some interesting stories, and listen to my funny accent, please like, share, subscribe. Thank you.